Greetings once again, everybody. Happy Monday, and welcome back to Zelda Wind Waker. Oh, Jiminy Christmas! People think the Five Nights at Freddy's jump scares are worse. I disagree.
Maybe you should have one of those be driving a car and going through a drive-through.
You have seen way too many of those pranks now.
Sorry, but it just now makes it kind of funny.
Yeah, to bring people up to speed, during my vacation, we came across a YouTube channel that did drive-through pranks. I don't know if you know what these are, Alex, but...
Yeah, I think I saw one, but... Well, first of all, prank channels are already among the two lowest common denominators as far as YouTube channels go. Second of all, why are you pranking a drive-through? Fast food workers don't get paid enough for your shit.
They don't, but actually, even I'll admit, like, these pranks are done fairly well. As a former prankster, I will at least appreciate that. So we've been watching a lot of them. In particular, the one that got sent to me, which was this guy actually went out of his way to do Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. So he built puppets for Five Nights at Freddy's, and then went through the drive-thru and actually had like the jump scare and made them work. Kind of thing. So I'll at least give him credit on that one. And he also did a couple that were funny. One that I liked was, and I actually was tempted to send it to you, he got a costume that made it look like he has an alien chest burster, and he would burst in the drive-thru. So like he'd be like, oh, I'm not feeling very good, do you have any water? Boom! And all of a sudden the drive-thru workers are freaking out. So I agree with you. It's not cool, but at the same time, it is kind of funny. I'll at least give him credit for his efforts there, man. He did a lot of good work there. But that's about as far as I'm gonna go. Now people are gonna be like, "Have you been pranked, Alex? Is this why you don't like it?"
No.
You've worked retail. You probably have, but maybe you didn't know that you were being pranked.
I guess that's possible, but.
I worked plenty of places where I got pranked. I got pranked at call centers. And most of the time they were drunk, so they didn't even know that they were pulling a prank on me. And of course, we also have the redesign for Wind Waker of the Stalfos. Which, I'll admit, I do like this version of the Stalfos. I also like the classical Stalfos. In particular, like Ocarina of Time. Twilight Princess had a good Stalfos, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had Stalfos, didn't they? Andrea?
Which one?
Twilight Princess had Stalfos, right?
Yeah, they did.
So I like those.
I know. I hate fighting the Iron Knuckles.
The Swordsman of the Mist, as I like to call him. Because he always has to come out of the mist and meet you at a campfire and then teach you all that he knows.
No, I meant the one that I hate fighting in that game is those Iron Knuckles, or is that what they are?
I think they're Iron Knuckles or Dark Nuts, one of the two.
Yeah, one of those. They're such a pain to fight, especially in groups of 2 or 3, and you're like, oh.
Well, you're the one that put yourself through that pain. And by the way, we have the Mirror Shield. In my opinion, again, one of the best designs for the Mirror Shield. And I know that's going to get a lot of people mad, because I know a few people who love the Majora's Mask Mirror Shield. I hate that one. I hate it with a passion. It's creepy. But this one in particular, I think, is such an awesome design compared to its close second being the Ocarina of Time Mirror Shield. And I'm trying to think, I don't think you get a Mirror Shield in Twilight Princess or Skyward. No, I don't think so. No, never mind. You got one in Skyward Sword. Because you eventually had to use it.
Well, I'll be glad I'll be almost done with Spirit Tracks, and then I'm going to be doing Skyward Sword next.
You're glad now. You're not going to be glad when you're playing it.
Why not?
Because you're going to be totally dependent on that Wiimote.
So? I got totally dependent.
You are going to realize just how much you hate how much you hate motion controls, and you didn't realize you hated them. Trust me.
Is it going to be better than using the stylus?
I don't know. I didn't play those Zelda games, so I don't know how. I would but here's my standpoint on it right now. I would gladly take the stylus over that.
Okay, then when I get to it and I'll see the difference between playing the motion control and see how much...
What I really would want is, like, for them to map it out to the controller. And for the people who are going to scream out to me and go, no, they can't do that, I know they can't do it. I'm saying what I would want, which is to be able to map it out to a controller, and I'd probably enjoy that a lot more. I'm not saying the Skyward Sword is a bad game, I'm saying its gameplay is something to be desired.
Well, I'll be excited to get back into another 3D Zelda game.
Zelda in the third dimension.
Zelda, Rescue the Cat Simulator.
Rescue the Cat Simulator.
What?
I'm sorry, Zelda, Too Many Tutorials Simulator. Yeah, they actually, like, the first little bit of Skyward Sword is spent doing nothing but tutorials to teach you how to play the game that you already know how to play, that has maybe one or two different tweaks to it to make it more interesting, like a stamina. So you know the stamina meter in Breath of the Wild. It was introduced in Skyward Sword.
Right.
So that's new there, but in the way that they do the tutorials, it's like, go rescue my cat. Go get me some berries. Go catch a bug. Go do all this stuff. And so that's why I'm saying it's Legend of Zelda Rescue the Cat Simulator.
Go jump off a bridge. Whoa.
That's what I'd like to do when I'm doing those freaking tutorials. It's like, I know how to play a Zelda game. Move on. And of course, again, we are running off of a brand new audio interface, so please let us know your feedback, guys, because we really want to make sure that this is working. Obviously, lots of money was paid for this.
Yeah.
So if this is not working for people, we want to know. We're not going back to the other mixer, but we want to make sure that we have all of the bugs, all of the kinks worked out.
Lots of rupees. Even though I think you're maxed on rupees anyway.
Yes, and I do remember when we played this through, you were very willing to remind me that I was low on, or that I was maxed out on my rupees.
Did you know, Alex, I didn't think, in Spirit Treks there are key masters in the game.
There's key masters?
Yeah.
Are there gatekeepers?
I haven't met a gatekeeper.
Is one of them named Vince Clortho?
Because every time if you get to the big key, Alex, there's like a little stretch where you have to be careful not let the key masters take your big key away from you.
And that just reminded me of another annoyance in Skyward Sword, which is the boss keys.
Really?
Yes, they are made cube puzzles. So the key themselves are now like this really weird cube puzzle that you have to use the Wiimote to fit into the slot so that you can then unlock the door.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Until you get to the later dungeons and they're freaking stupidly complex.
Oh no!
Medli!
So if you
Medli!
You think it's interesting now, Andrea, but trust me, once you get to the later dungeons in Skyward Sword, it is nothing but an annoyance. It made me beg for, classic big key. Like that first dungeon in Skyward Sword, I was like, that's amazing, I like that idea. And then by the time I got to like the 4th or 5th, I'm like, can I please have the key back now? I don't want to do this. Let me put this away that Alex can understand. You remember that that ball maze shrine in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
That's what they eventually become.
Wow.
You'll spend 20 minutes just unlocking a boss door.
I'll throw her into the wall, why don't you?
I already pointed this out. I love Medli. I love to beat Medli senseless. Somebody report me for Medli abuse, because that's going to be definitely something that's happening.
Cruelty to Medli.
Now, just because she's half bird there doesn't mean you can be...
It means I can be as cruel to her as I want? Thanks, Andrea. I appreciate that. See? I threw her up against the wall. That's how much I love her. That's how much I love Medli, that I want to beat her senseless. We're gonna get such hate mail for that one.
Yeah, we are. Thanks, Adam.
I don't care. I like this. I like being mean.
Hello!
Hello! Where are we doing the Shovel Knight thing again?
I don't know.
People didn't want us to play the.
You were
shovel-
watching it, and we were just enjoying them doing that.
Medli!
No!
Wow.
Got us.
Oh yeah, didn't he throw her against the wall? And you're like, wow.
So you guys say I'm abusive. The Wallmaster was just abusive to her. I'm not the only bad guy here.
Dun, dun.
You still hit me against the wall, but it's not gonna register, so I'm okay with it. Oh, that's right. So we're doing a little bit of backtracking right now because I wanted to go back to this room to open up the block puzzle to see if it actually yielded anything, but I think it was rupees. I think the chest was rupees.
I think so, yeah.
Too many Christmas, man.
Oh yeah, we were going through those statues to make sure there wasn't something.
So somebody actually brought to my attention, apparently people were trying to ask you what was going on with me. Did you ever cave and tell them?
No, I never got any messages about it.
Oh, okay. So somebody reached out, and I'm not gonna say who, but it's like, yeah, I think I saw somebody asking Alex in one of Atlas's streams, like, what the heck is going on with Drak? Like,
Well, yeah, I probably in the stream, I gave the basics and said you just needed a break or something.
yeah. Well, I did. More than I'm willing enough to admit that I did, but... Okay, open the chest, and... Oh, yeah, that's right, it was a joy pendant.
Joy pendant.
Joy pendant.
It's
I
a
have a
pendant.
reason to get mad with Aaron Hansen about joy pendants.
Whoa, who's gonna make a song? I guess I'll stop.
He's gonna break into song.
I have no idea what you guys are referencing, but okay.
We don't know. Oops. Sorry.
It's like, dude! Not cool, man.
You
It's a
hit.
moblin code. You don't hit other moblins. Oh, but I didn't know the code, so I hit you. I'm sorry. You should be sorry. That's right. We're gonna take the shortcut to get back to the main courtyard area. Yay! And do we have to reopen this up? Can't remember. Nope, it wasn't open to begin with, so... Yay, here we go! So now we officially get to go further into the dungeon. And all we had to do it was open up this one mask.
And realized, oh, I gotta do her first.
Yeah, so you gotta set her up first, because you're gonna have to sit there and kneel to use your own mirror shield. Yay! Half of it's lit up, Alex. Doesn't it look great?
Looks pretty.
There we go. And I also love the fact that people did respond out to us when we did a previous Zelda part and we talked about the frustrations of DS games, especially ones that try to utilize the stylus or the mic into gameplay.
Oh yes.
Yes. Yes, they felt our pain.
Oh yeah.
You kind of feel our pain. I mean, you have a 3DS, but
But I've never played any Zelda on 3DS, and none
yeah,
of the
but
games.
you've probably played at least one 3DS game that had a, well, no, never mind. They were all DS that had the weird mechanics. Because I don't think the 3DS ever utilized 3D as a gameplay mechanic. The Wii U also did it too, and it was,
Oh yeah, you tried to kill it, but you couldn't because of the.
Because of the,
You had to use the leaf.
you gotta use the Korok leaf.
I had to use the Copacabana leaf.
The Coca-Cabana.
That too. I had to use that too. Okay, unfortunately you can't use it down here, so we're just gonna have to make our way through and hope that they don't hit us. Oh, and one thing that we probably should address in this video, because we're gonna get asked here and there, is there were technically 2 vlogs that should have happened by now.
Yeah.
Because of the vacation, they got put on hold, and frankly, so I think the next thing we did admit in Dunkirk was we were going to do Dark Tower, And then we saw the reviews come out for it. And while I'm still interested, but maybe only seeing it when it comes out on DVD,
Yeah.
you aren't interested at all at this
Right.
point. So no, we are not going to be doing the Dark Tower. I think the next one we've got, it comes out this weekend, is the Hitman's Bodyguard. We get to see Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson bounce off of each other because we don't see enough comedies according to you guys.
Boom, 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 boom. Earth God's lyric. Play my little harp.
The face on the harp is like, please stop playing me. That's my nose hair you're playing. There we go. And to answer a later question that will probably happen when we do the next dungeon, yes, there's going to be doors like that too, where we're going to have to use the second song that we will get in a later part. Oh, hi, Redead.
He just wants to give us a hug.
And eat our brains. But that's not our fault, because we do have very scrumptious brains. So it's not our fault that we coated it with candy syrup and all that. We did that intentionally because we were told it was brain food, and we were lied to. Oh yeah, by the way, you can't use fire on these things. You cannot light them on fire. That is non-canonical zombie right there. Pop.
Wait,
Pop goes the Redead.
we can't say the Z word. The Romero estate will come after us.
The what?
Rest in peace, George Romero. For I fear your children have lots of work to do for you. Yeah, the passing of George Romero. People did get mad we didn't bring it up on a Geek News episode, or I guess you guys didn't,
I
because
thought we did already.
Did you?
I thought a couple of weeks before you took your break, I thought we brought... This was a while ago. I thought.
oh no,
This is like a
here's
good
why,
couple months
because
ago.
It was not brought up on the actual podcast. It was brought up before because we couldn't figure out a way to be able to do it. 'Cause I'm trying to also take some of the stories that don't necessarily get our attention and at least bring them up before the podcast even starts. I think George Romero was brought up that way. That's what I'm afraid of, though, is that his kids are going to take on his personal crusade for him.
Probably so.
Well, congratulations. We're not going to be agreeing with Romero Estate because we already have Resident Evil on here. So, yay. We get to have that fight. Aren't you happy, Alex?
Yeah. You know who else died recently? The original Godzilla costume actor.
Yep. There's been a lot of deaths since I took my break. Some of which have been very sad, and then others have been sad. I don't know where I was going with that.
Oh yes,
I'm still in a vacation mindset, people. I'm
Some
not
were
thinking
sad,
whether-
others
were just sad.
Just sad.
Yes. They in fact were sad. Yeah, we had George Romero. We had who was the other major one? It was due to a heart attack or
I
something.
don't know anyone else major who.
He was like in his 40s or something. I can't remember. I'll remember off the top of my head. And obviously with the wrestling podcast, I'm also following the health condition of Ric Flair, because he unfortunately was put into a medically induced coma a couple of days ago for what we thought was heart problems. Now we're hearing it was colon surgery. We're not sure what's going on with Rick. And obviously me and David Vito on Run of the Roast will cover this and how our thoughts go out to the Nature Boy. The one guy I don't do enough impressions of, but that's just because I don't really do a Ric Flair. There's not really much you can do with the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun that is Ric Flair.
I'm Ric Flair. I'm Ric Flair, bitch.
That'd probably be his current answer.
And then Rick James would get after him for it, probably.
It's okay. Ric Flair would totally sue him. Ric Flair don't give a damn. Ric Flair made a living off of walking out in a lady's robe and completely and utterly owning people in the ring. He's not going to care about what Rick James thinks of him.
Oh yes, you had to.
I mean, we're talking Ric Flair, who believed honestly that his own version of Space Mountain was far better than the Disney ride. I'm gonna let you kind of figure that out on your own, everybody.
Oh yeah, when you trying to bring Medli over here at first, and I'm like, you don't.
Yeah, but we didn't need to do it because we just needed to bring the mirror over.
Yeah, but then again, you did, and then we ended up losing her. Here we go.
I'm a common Link. Ah! Link, why have you done this to me?
And off Medli went to get Rule 34 somewhere. And yeah, that's right. So we had to go all the way back to the entrance. Well, thankfully we got bounced back to the entrance ourselves. But yeah, or actually no, just to the first half of the dungeon and go grab
Link over here.
And of course, the psychotic eyes of Medli. I should. That was a joke I was making a lot of the times. Like, I'm waiting for you, Link, to unzip your pants.
He doesn't wear pants, he wears tights.
Pull down those tights.
Oh my gosh.
We've gotten so many comments on
I wonder what people have been thinking.
One of the ones I loved was like, I'll never look at Kingdom Hearts the same way ever again.
Oh, yeah.
I can't say as I blame you, but those were great moments.
Yeah.
Don't fall
Somebody
off.
actually did ask, like, Andrea, do you smack him every time he does that? No. She's actually made the joke herself. I think we actually... Did we have you on video doing it?
I'm sure we do.
Or on one of
Somewhere.
our Kingdom Hearts playthroughs?
I guess, I don't know, maybe.
And then other people want to know where that started. We were watching the end of Kingdom Hearts 2 on a Let's Play.
Oh,
At
yeah.
like 2 a.m. We were both very, very tired. I was recovering from the cold I had earlier this year.
Wasn't it to the point where when Riku turns back from being
It was
handsome or
Riku and
something?
Sora- It was Riku and Sora having a bromance moment.
Pretty much. And it's like, dude, you were searching for Kairi this whole time, and then all of a sudden you're like going all over Riku about, you know.
Yeah, it was a bromance moment, and so I'm just like sitting here going, oh my gosh, they are totally having a bromance moment, and I decided, it's like, I love you too, Sora. Now unzip your pants. And that set her off, because she's like, what? And I kept it going, and it's forever a meme that's gonna happen. I have a feeling it's gonna happen a lot. Once we get to the games that are going to more actively involve Sora and Riku, where the bromance can actually happen on screen.
Oh, just wait till we get to Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah, that's going to be one that's going to do it. Kingdom Hearts 2 will do it. I have a feeling there will at least be some bromance moments in Kingdom Hearts 3 when that comes out.
Oh,
Yeah,
we'll see.
that's going to happen. And speaking of anniversaries, because, we just barely passed Kingdom Hearts' anniversary, there's another anniversary that you're actually very excited about. That literally happened this week, Alex.
Yeah, you see, I'd hoped this week that I was going to be able to play a certain game about a blue hedgehog that uses his Sonic-like speeds to defeat enemies and blast through stages thanks to, again, the powers of his Sonic-like speed. I believe it's called The Hedgehog That Won't Slow Down.
Exactly. So instead of saying gotta go fast, he would be gotta not slow down.
Yes.
Gotta not slow down.
Gotta not slow down.
Gotta not slow down.
Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Hedgehog that won't that needs to go fast, X. That didn't really work, but I'm
Not
okay with
really.
it. Yeah, so unfortunately, you're going to be stuck waiting for Sonic Mania.
Because I don't have any of the next-gen consoles yet, and I was gonna play it on Steam first, but 4 days before release, they delayed it.
Exactly. And that's going to go ahead and do it for this week. So when we get back, hopefully, Alex will have resolved his Sonic the Hedgehog issues, and we'll be back with more Zelda Wind Waker.